Ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news for you guys. I did not believe this at first, but this is crazy. This is just in from CNN. Just now, multiple credible sources are confirming that an individual wearing an Easter Bunny mascot costume has breached security at the White House, purportedly overthrowing President Joe Biden. That was probably pretty easy. All White House staff and all government agencies are reportedly obeying commands from this individual. The current whereabouts of President Biden remain unknown. Did they check his basement? There are reports indicating that he quickly departed the United States for his safety as the situation unfolded. The Easter Bunny is scheduled to make a national broadcast later this evening. This is a developing story, and updates are forthcoming. Okay, guys, let's watch this. Let's watch this report from CNN. This is crazy, guys. I don't know what is going on here, but let's watch this.
This is CNN breaking news.
So this must be the Easter Bunny right here. So he's being very quiet. He's not really saying much. But guys, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. Okay, guys, April Fools, I got you all. All of you guys thought an Easter Bunny took over the White House. I mean, it probably would be, I don't know. It'd probably be better than what we have in the White House now. But unfortunately, there is no Easter Bunny. Joe Biden is still the president. The Easter Bunny is not. And I got all you guys. Comment down below if you fell for this, because I know every single one, every last one of you guys fell for this April Fool's joke. And you can't tell me you didn't. Okay, guys. I know I'm very convincing when I do these videos. So I know every one of you fell. If you fell for it, comment down below, because I know I'm going to get a lot of comments on this. But unfortunately, guys, we have something here from the White House that sounds like an April Fool's joke, but it is not, in fact, an April Fool's joke. First of all, this proclamation right here was put out on March 29th, 2024 by whitehouse.gov. This is the White House. This is the official website of the White House. So any information that you hear saying that this did not actually happen, it actually did, because the White House has come out and said, oh, Joe Biden never proclaimed March 31st, 2024, the Transgender Day of Visibility. But guys, look at this. Hold on a second. Hold on. So if you scroll all the way down in this proclamation, I want to introduce you to this paragraph right here. And let me know what you think about this. And it says, now therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024, as Transgender Day of Visibility. I thought March 31st was Easter, but apparently Joe Biden wants to change this. I call upon all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work towards eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Now, the White House is not very happy that people are in an uproar on Twitter, on social media, saying that Joe Biden has proclaimed that March 31st, 2024 is Transgender Day of Visibility. They're saying that this is misinformation. But guys, I don't know. If I read this paragraph right here, I don't think this is misinformation. But regardless of this fact, and regardless of the fact that you can actually go to the White House website and read where Joe Biden has declared that March 31st, 2024 is the Transgender Day of Visibility, Karine Jean-Pierre and the White House have put out a statement and have talked to the press saying that this is not, in fact, true. Once again, guys, don't believe your eyes, because your eyes lie to you. Don't believe what you read, because what you read is simply not true. But here is Karine Jean-Pierre saying that it is misinformation that Joe Biden declared yesterday, March 31st, as Transgender Day of Visibility.
So the criticism over the Transgender Day of Visibility, the White House said that the president wouldn't abuse his faith for political purposes. Does the president think that's what Republicans are doing on this?
I mean, look, just a couple of things, and really so surprised by the misinformation that's been out there around this, and I want to be very clear. Every year for the past several years, on March 31st, Transgender Day of Visibility is marked. And as we know, for folks who understand the calendar and how it works, Easter falls on different Sundays, right, every year. And this year it happened to coincide with Transgender Visibility Day. And so that is the simple fact. That is what has happened. That is where we are.
Now, I'm sure what Karine Jean-Pierre is saying right here is true. that Transgender Day of Visibility somehow coincided with Easter. And it's been this way for, I think, a few years now. But she can't deny the fact that what people are saying online is true as well, because this is a statement by the White House right here. And it says, I declare Joseph R. Biden, I declare March 31st, 2024 as Transgender Day of Visibility. So she can say whatever she wants. But the fact remains that Joe Biden did do this, or whoever writes for the White House or whatever, whoever controls Joe Biden, they put out this statement. So she can talk about misinformation all she wants. But the fact remains that it's clear right here, and you can find it on whitehouse.gov. But one thing is true. There was a huge uproar about this on social media and Twitter. I was watching for the Transgender Day of Visibility to fall on the same day of Easter and then both be celebrated on the same day by our government seems quite sacrilegious to me. And Marsha Blackburn thought so too, and she went on Fox News and she said that Joe Biden doing this, declaring March 31st as Transgender Day of Visibility, is insulting every Christian. Listen.
Senator, I do need to get your comment. Today being Easter, President Biden has designated this the Transgender Day of Visibility. What's your take on that?
You know, Jason, I think everyone should be insulted by this, the intentional nature of this. Easter is a religious holiday. It is such a sacred day where we all meet at the cross. And for this White House to declare it, to issue a proclamation for Transgender Visibility Day, and then at the same time to deny the use of religious symbols in the White House Easter egg hunt art competition. Think about that one. They are insulting every Christian who holds this day as a sacred day.
Donald Trump also blasted Joe Biden over this, and this is apparently misinformation according to the White House. If you believe the White House, but I just showed you directly from their website when Joe Biden did this. But Donald Trump said, it is appalling and insulting that Joe Biden's White House prohibited children from submitting religious eggs designed for their Easter art event, and formally proclaimed Easter Sunday as Trans Day of Visibility. Sadly, these are just two more examples of the Biden administration's years-long assault on the Christian faith. We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is for one celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And you know what? He's absolutely right. It is blasphemous for him to do this. Regardless of the fact that Transgender Day of Visibility might have been on March 31st for a few years. I don't remember the exact date when they made March 31st Transgender Day of Visibility. And regardless of the fact that, they somehow coincided, for these two diametrically opposed ideals to come together into one holiday and for Joe Biden to celebrate both of them, put out a proclamation about it, is the definition of blasphemous. But yesterday, Donald Trump released a video of his own on Easter. And you know what? This is just me, but I much prefer this over the statement from the White House. Listen.
We remember the suffering and death of God's only Son and his glorious resurrection on the third day. On Easter Sunday, we proclaim with joy, Christ is risen. You
see, Joe Biden, is not that hard. That's how you do it right there. Take some notes from Donald Trump. But instead of celebrating Christ being risen for Easter, Joe Biden instead, when he was giving his speech, he referred to Easter bunnies as oyster bunnies. Yes, guys, I'm not joking here. This is not April Fool's right here. Unfortunately, none of this except for the first part of this video was April Fool's. But listen.
God bless you all. Enjoy the day. And I'm coming down to do that Easter egg roll in just a minute. Thank you all so very, very much. Thanks, everybody. And by the way, say hello to oyster bunnies. Come on up, bunnies. Get up here so they can see you. God bless you.
By the way, say hello to oyster bunnies. Hello, oyster bunnies. Very nice to see you. I didn't know that oyster bunnies existed, but I don't know. We live in strange times, so I'll be looking for those oyster bunnies. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Joe Biden declaring March 31st, yesterday, March 31st, 2024, National Transgender Day of Visibility? What do you think about that? What do you think about the fact that the White House is saying, well, this is just a coincidence. They just so happen to coincide with each other. What do you think about that? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.